Stop laughing at me. It's not a stupid idea of a challenge.
Get the net.
What is up, guys? Welcome back. Another episode of the Frey Experience. Out here pre-fishing, and I decided what would make a more challenging day when the bite is tough than to come out here and do a challenge video. Today we are doing the mini rod challenge. Super light line, 4-pound test, drop shot. The setup right here is a VMC 360 swivel hook. And these hooks could be found at Central Valley Bait and Tackle on Oakdale Road. Go down there, see Ryan. Maybe you'll see me down there. Super cool guy. He has everything you guys need for the motherlode and the Delta. Like I said, I'm out here pre-fishing. The bite is tough, and I thought I'd make it even tougher by doing a challenge video. This thing is absolutely a bastard to cast and also to fight fish on. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've already caught some fish on it, and it is super duper tough. Actually, surprisingly, caught a good one. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we cast this thing. You start whipping this thing around like this and you just let her eat. If you guys are interested in getting some line, I'll have linked in the description, P-Line, of all my favorite lines that I like by that brand. They are a sponsor, and another sponsor that I would appreciate if you guys check out, since it is the new year 2022 and you guys want to hook yourself up with some new setups, apparel, reels, rods, whatever you guys need, head on down to the description of this video and you'll see a link for Lose. Hit that link, it'll send you straight to Lose, the same website I use, and use code FREY at checkout to get your new year started off with a bang. And also link down there, guys, will be my social medias, my Facebook and my Facebook group chat, along with Instagram. If you guys are interested in getting into the giveaway that'll be happening here shortly, make sure you guys head on over to my Facebook group chat and add yourself. Post pictures, videos, and have a good old time. I'll quit talking. Let's get straight into this mess of a rod. We're doubled.
Yeah?
We're doubled on the mini rod. Get in the boat. Yes, finally. He ain't nothing special, but it's on the mini rod. Mini rod, about the same size as the rod. All right. Now, guys, some of you may call it cheating. Some of you may call it a necessity when bass fishing. But on that time I used my active target. I saw that fish in the top of the tree. I was able to drop down in about 20 foot of water and stop my bait right above the tree, and he hit it almost immediately. But we're gonna keep going. We're gonna complete this mini rod challenges. I want about 5 fish on this thing. And surprisingly, you guys will be actually shocked that my biggest muley, if you don't know muleys, it's a crossbreed between the 3 species of bass, and it was a largemouth spot, and it was over 3 pounds I caught on this, and it was over 60 foot of water. And let me tell you, fighting a 3-pounder, especially a muley, if you guys have ever caught a muley or any form of crossbred bass, you know how hard they fight. And at this lake, this lake is known for having really, really large muleys, and they just absolutely fight. I would guarantee it took probably about 5 minutes maybe for me to get that fish in, just because of 6-pound test, super light line, and a very, very terrible rod. So there ain't no real secret or technique what I'm doing. I'm just farting around with the drop shot. Safest bet probably to catch fish and try to complete this mini rod challenge. It's not sensitive whatsoever. This is not a very expensive rod whatsoever. This was given to me about maybe 10 years ago by one of my buddies. If you guys like these mini rod challenges, these fishing challenges, make sure you guys leave a comment or a suggestion for a future challenge video. And guys, this is basically uncastable. You can rear back and get a cast, but you're only going about 15 foot. The real technique is to grab your base, almost like you're shooting a dock, like your professional crappie fisherman. Grab your and just slingshot that son of a gun. That seems to be the best thing. But again, I don't know why I'm really explaining you on the technique on how to do this. It's not like you guys are gonna come out here and do this. But if you guys do, it's fun, it's challenging. I don't recommend doing it in the wintertime. I recommend doing it in the spring or the summer when you have a better chance of catching multiple fish and not just having to grind for a couple.
He's like, you're taking my food supply.
Stop laughing at me. It's not a stupid idea of a challenge. Thank you.
Go ahead and say, yeah, it is when we're trying to pre-fish.
I see the tree I was stuck in. Fish cast. I have a stick and I'm caught on the log.
You have a stick?
I have a stick and I have a fish.
Oh, do you? Oh, yeah, you do.
Oh my goodness. I am the greatest fisherman in the world. Kevin Van Dam, Mike Iaconelli. Watch out, I'm coming for you guys. Coming for you guys right here. Fishing that pro circuit with this 2-foot rod. They're not ready for me. They'll laugh at me, but they're not ready for me. Heck yeah, mini rod challenge. That was on the fall too. I didn't have to take anything. That was easy. Little stick.
They're all coming right around that 20, 25 foot.
I got another one.
A little bit bigger one?
It could be, but it's also on an extremely light rod.
Did I get the net? Can't horse them?
I can't horse them. There's nothing. Oh my goodness, it's actually a better fish. It's actually a better fish. Mini rod challenge. Wow. Dang, that might be our biggest of the day. Barely hooked too. You know, in a tournament this wouldn't really be a good fish or a fun day of fishing. But when the fish is almost bigger than your rod, it's a good fish. Pretty good.
I know. You had to do that before.
I know.
I bought them in that, and then also the
Oh, look, those fish are coming right over to my bait already. Following it down.
purple. Remember we had to do it.
Look, he's on it. He's on it. He's on it.
Okay.
Oh my God, he missed it. And he's gone now.
No, that's funny because I dropped right there too. Well, I didn't drop right there, but I dropped
Yeah.
right there.
This one thumped it actually pretty hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if we actually felt it, but he ain't very big. It's a spot.
They're gonna be back on that same little bait again.
Hoo-ah!
Where they're doing that and not the.
Oh yeah, he choked it.
Yeah.
With him being hooked in the side like that, this gives me an opportunity to show these people how to get a fish that's hooked in the gills out. All right, when you guys get a fish hooked in the deep down in there like that, you got to determine which side the hook is actually in, and you don't want to go through the mouth because you will inevitably actually end up hurting that fish in the gills because these fish breathe through their gills. You go through the side of the gill like this. I prefer to use a little bit smaller pliers, but these ones will do the job, I guess. And you go in there, get a hold of your bait, and gently twist and pull just like that. Then when you get it out, guys, you simply cut your line. The line goes through his mouth, and you release him. And all you gotta do is just retie. Unfortunately, what that fish did shake, he ended up causing himself to bleed. And actually, what I probably should have done was showed you guys another technique. If you do end up gill hooking a fish or gut hooking a fish and it does start to bleed, a lot of anglers, they carry around sodas, energy drinks, even beer, and you crack it, and you actually initially pour it on the gills of the fish, and what that does is it starts the clotting process almost immediately. I do it a lot when I'm tournament fishing, especially if I have a good one that's gut hooked, or if I'm just fun fishing and I don't think this fish is going to have a really initial chance of swimming away, and all I do is I pour the carbonated beverage of my choice on the fish, and I'll actually put it in my live well for a little bit to make sure the fish is good. Sometimes I do it a second time just to make sure, but once I see that that fish is starting to do well and can swim on its own, I will initially let it go. I normally do it with an energy drink. I do believe that the caffeine does play a part in initially maybe giving possibly energy to that fish. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a fish biologist, but
Ginger ale works.
it's, ginger ale? Ginger ale, yeah. Anything that's really highly carbonated seems to work. Like I said, I do it with an energy drink because I believe that it does in some shape or form give the fish energy. It's like a straight adrenaline shot straight to the dome.
did we need to do when we got home? Fix the fuel. Before, I was keeping it away from it.
Oh, and of course, that's what I catch.
Oh no, I think I got somebody's line, dude.
What's the water temp? 55 degrees?
Yep.
All right, I'm going in. Let's go get that A-rig.
I see the, oh, it is.
You got a fish in the tree. Get him out.
I am trying.
Unless you got fishing line.
No, yeah, I felt the head shake. I got the head shake. I don't know. Come over here and see what the hell I'm doing.
All right, well, first off, your form is 10 out of 10. Pretty good form. High stick in the rod. That'll cut you down some points. You don't want to snap it. We saw the head shake. Hopefully it didn't come off. If you could pan the active target to it, you actually might be able to see if you still have the fish on, because you'll see him thrashing, trying to get rid of the hook.
I was just holding pressure. I wasn't pulling.
Keep your line tight.
Hey, feeling you hit the...
Okay, tournament day. You got it. Go, 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 go. You still have them.
Were you recording?
Yeah.
Nice.
That is a mess. That is a mess, and I am surprised that fish is still on. I was about to say, I feel like I'm knocking the hell out of him.
He gave up.
Yeah. Well, he also had some weight on him. That is absolutely crazy, Dad.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Told you I thought I had a fish.
Huh.
Now I got a mess.
Honestly, actually, it's not that. It wasn't that bad.